Hey y'all, and good morning. Well, the time has finally come and I am going to get ready to take down our fall decorations because we're super excited and ready to decorate for Christmas. So I know we are doing it a little bit early before Thanksgiving, but my parents always come and see us for Thanksgiving, and I love to have the house beautiful for when they come. So we're going to take down our fall, and then we're going to start getting ready to get our Christmas decorations put up. But we're also going to do a little work in the yard today too. So I'm kind of getting my list together as we're getting like this countdown for Thanksgiving. It's going to help me stay super organized and get a lot of things done in a short amount of time. So let's get started. So the fireplace and mantle has been one of my favorite spots this fall. It has been so gorgeous. We've just really enjoyed just looking at it. We've not used the fireplace that much because we're just now starting to get cold, but it's just so pretty. I definitely love this garland that we got from Hobby Lobby. I think it is so beautiful. I definitely will miss this, but I can't wait to get it decorated for Christmas. So I do have a couple of helpers with me today. Miss Winnie, good morning. And Miss Ginger, good morning. Good morning, baby. I don't know how much help they'll be, but they'll be here with us. Okay, so we have a blank slate to start with on our mantle. And these are the candlesticks that I picked up in Williamsburg on our last antiquing trip. And these are all of the Baldwin brass. These are my favorite. So I was able to get a little set. Actually, these two small ones came together, and then the two larger ones came together. So they're so pretty. And the coating on these is like a lifetime anti-tarnish, and they are absolutely beautiful. I love Baldwin brass. Okay, so we have a little pumpkin here. These are our hydrangeas that we dried. So I'm actually going to leave these in the vase, and then I just may add some Christmas picks to it. But look at them. They dried so beautiful. Okay, so we have our little vignette over here that we're going to take down next. Okay, so let's head outside and get our decorations from outside. I think one of the reasons we kind of got into decorating early was when Hardy joined the military. There was a lot of Christmases that he would be gone, not actually at Christmas, but around Christmas. And so he never really got to enjoy the Christmas season. So I started decorating early so he could have more time to enjoy it. And you know, it's better for me as well, because then I can have more time to enjoy Christmas instead of having to be scurrying around and trying to get everything decorated, especially through the years with 4 kids, you know, super busy with that, and moving and all the other things that we've got to enjoy in life. All right, so I got my little pile here in the kitchen. Let me show you. So not a tremendous amount of stuff, but enough to fill a table here. So it's kind of weird. I know most people don't have to think about this, but one of the things I think about when I'm putting away my decorations is if we're going to be moving before next Thanksgiving. Doesn't that sound terrible? So then that'll kind of let me know if I need to pack it like better, like really make sure everything is really secure so we don't get little chips like this, or if I can just kind of place them down into a box and then have them for next year. So the plans are right now that we should be here for next Thanksgiving, so in fall. So anyway, so I'll just go upstairs and go get a couple of totes and get these packaged up. And I may even, I've got places in the attic where I can hang garland. I may just hang my garland up, especially this really big one, so it doesn't get squished. And so I'll just hang a couple little nails into the rafters and hang that up. But all of our fall is officially down, which is kind of sad. So here is the before. And of course my kids always keep this out. I'll wash this and put it back up and they will inevitably grab this back out. Got this a couple years ago at Kohl's and they love it. So we're always Christmas around this house. So that is it, Miss Winnie. And then we're going to be getting ready for Christmas. Okay, y'all, so we're going to go outside and do some chores. Funniest thing, our ferns from this summer have put on like tons of new growth because we've had such a mild fall so far. That is so funny to me. Okay, so do y'all see all that pretty pine straw that we have down there? I am going to get some of that pine straw and take it to the back and put it around some of our new plants. So that is one of the chores I want to do today, because they're calling for rain this afternoon, and it's a lot easier to get up pine straw when it's dry than when it gets wet. So let's get started with that. It looks so pretty out here today, but there's definitely some rain clouds forming up over there. Look how pretty everything is looking. Looks so nice and tidy, ready for winter. Look at that crazy hydrangea. So funny looking. So I'm gonna go over here and get my little wagon so I can get started. It should just take our little rake and our leaf blower, and I brought this little hoe in case I see any weeds, so should be pretty easy. Here is the before. This is how far I got before my blower died, but I went all the way back to the back and mostly try to get all the leaves in there. And then I wanted to keep this pine straw in here because it's really, really clean and it doesn't have a lot of leaves in it. So that is what I got done. So now I'm just going to rake this up by hand. I've got my little lawnmower just piled down with pine straw, but look how pretty it looks. So we just have this one little bit left that I'll have to come back for, but we got a lot of it cleaned up, and so this is going to help us through the winter. If we can just do a little bit every week, it'll keep it from getting like so thick on the ground, and then we'll just push it all back into our little shade area so it keeps it nice and tidy. So let's head back to the back, guys. Okay, so we made it over here to the back, and this is where we just planted the 3 Niño Chitalpas. So we have one here, and then we have one here. So one of the things I want to do is get up a lot of these weeds. I was noticing this yesterday when I was out here. So I want to get up these weeds, and then I want to just put down that pine straw around here and kind of cover up all of this white sand. So I think it's going to look really good once we get finished with it. And eventually we'll just keep going through the woods. So we just have all of this room to work, and there's only one little me, so we can just get as much done as we can. But let's go ahead and get this cleaned up and get some pine straw down. Okay, so I'm all finished cleaning up this area, and I tell you what, it was a lot of junk. So here is my little pile right here. Lots of weeds, and there's still some weeds in there. So I'm thinking about putting down, I've got some paper that came in like a box. So I'm thinking about putting some of that down and using that as a weed barrier, and then putting our pine straw down. But I tell you what, it looks a lot cleaner now. This was the paper I was talking about. So when Mary Faith got her bed, it was all wrapped in this paper. So I'm thinking that might be a good weed barrier to go underneath our pine straw. So we'll just try it and see how it does. Okay, y'all, so it's just now starting to rain. They actually weren't predicting rain until this afternoon, but the rain has came early. So I'm going to pack up everything, and then we'll have a part 2 to this, and we'll come back and get this all finished. So stay tuned, and we'll get this all done later on. Okay, so I got it all done. So I started thinking, I'm like, the rain is actually a good thing because my water hose doesn't reach all the way out here. So it'll get this cardboard all rained in. This was all from this bed that she ordered. Can y'all believe how much packing material it had in it? Which it came in beautiful shape. She got it from World Market. And then the big piece of cardboard is underneath the big flower bed. And then I got another piece that I'm going to use underneath the little flower bed. So everything from that bed is going to back into our garden. And I really like this because it was kind of thinner. So let me go ahead and get the pine straw on this real fast so it doesn't blow all away. We are all finished, y'all. Look how clean this looks. Do y'all remember the before? Well, here is the after. And the El Niños, they're all tucked in for the winter. And in this area, I just wanted to make sure that we weren't getting weeds all winter long, and wanted to get pine straw in around these plants. And as we get more pine straw that falls, I actually cleaned up some around there too, then we'll keep adding to this bed. But we got our yard cleaned, and we created a brand new flower bed all for free. So I think that's pretty good. Okay guys, so that is going to do it for today. So thank you for coming with me and being that motivation that I needed to get down those fall decorations, and for doing this. It was a pretty big job. I wish I would have had my little helpers, but we got it done together, and I'm so glad that you were able to garden with me today. So the rain is coming down even harder, but I hope you guys have a chance to get in your gardens today. Bye, friends.